My dear child, each of us faces trials that test our hearts and our will to stay close to my path. Today, we will discuss struggles that may feel overwhelming or shameful, but remember, there is no sin too great for my forgiveness. If you open your heart and seek me, I am ready to guide you back to wholeness. Let us walk through these temptations together, and as we do, know that you are not alone. Take my hand as we examine each struggle and learn how to overcome it. And if you love me and my teachings, then join me and listen to my full message. Your heart is ready, and I am waiting for you in heaven. Before we begin, I encourage you to watch the previous 4 parts of this series as they lay the foundation for the path of forgiveness and renewal we'll explore today. Trust in this journey, for I am with you at every step. A young couple finds themselves deeply drawn to one another, so close they feel like soulmates. They share everything, moments of laughter, whispered secrets in the quiet hours, and dreams for a future together. The warmth of their connection feels like a promise of something greater, and they decide to live together, hoping this closeness will bring them even closer. But as the days pass, a subtle emptiness settles in. Despite the passion and intimacy they share, they begin to sense a quiet yearning, a feeling that something vital is missing, a longing that no embrace or shared moment seems to satisfy. They begin to feel a distance from the love and light they once felt, a quiet space where God's presence seems just out of reach. My beloved, the love you feel is a gift, meant to blossom in the fullness of a sacred bond. 1 Corinthians 6:18 speaks of honoring your bodies as they are temples of the Spirit. Hebrews 13:4 calls for the honor of marriage, a union blessed with divine love. Embrace each other fully within this covenant of marriage, and you will discover a love that goes beyond the physical, one where I am ever present, where my blessing enriches every touch, every glance. In this sacred union, you will experience true joy, peace, and the complete fulfillment of your deepest yearnings. A married couple, yearning for deeper excitement, begins to feel the pull of exploring new boundaries, believing it might rekindle passion in their relationship. As they consider venturing beyond their sacred bond, they experience a subtle shift, a sense of distance and unspoken questions that linger in quiet moments together. The thrill they sought leaves a hollow ache, a quiet longing for something truer, something only the two of them can share. My dear ones, Hebrews 13:4 speaks to the beauty and purity of marriage, a love created to flourish within a covenant that holds nothing back. Come back to one another with hearts open and spirits willing. In the sanctity of your bond, you can rekindle every spark, experiencing a love that fills every longing. Invite me into this journey, and let my presence guide you to a deeper connection, one that awakens true passion and satisfies the desires of your hearts in ways far beyond what you've imagined. Together, your love can become a place of endless joy and closeness, fully honoring the beautiful covenant you share. A couple, feeling distant and yearning for something more, begins to consider opening their marriage, hoping it might spark the excitement they feel is missing. Yet, as they explore this path, they encounter unexpected jealousy, hurt, and a loss of trust, realizing that the fulfillment they seek eludes them. My beloved, in 1 Corinthians 7:2-4, I call you to honor and cherish each other by holding nothing back within the safety of your marriage. True fulfillment arises when you dedicate yourselves wholly to one another, nurturing the intimacy and trust that drew you together. Return to each other with open hearts and seek my guidance in prayer. As you reconnect in love, I will help you rekindle the spark within your union, creating a love that is whole, passionate, and glorifying to me. Through this renewed commitment, you will find the deep, lasting joy that your hearts desire. A young woman seeking admiration and longing to feel desired begins to dress provocatively, but instead of feeling empowered, she feels exposed and objectified. The attention she receives leaves her empty, as if something deeper is missing. My dear child, true beauty comes from within, as 1 Timothy 2:9-10 and 1 Peter 3:3-4 guide you. Clothe yourself with modesty, reflecting the grace and purity that I see in your heart. Let your confidence spring from my love for you, not from the fleeting attention of others. When you embrace your worth in me, your true beauty shines brighter than any outward adornment. It is your spirit, clothed in humility and grace, that draws my heart to you. Let this be the beauty that others see, the beauty that lasts. A married man, feeling unnoticed and yearning for validation, begins to flirt with a coworker. What seems like innocent attention soon becomes an enticing temptation, pulling him further away from the intimacy he once shared with his spouse, leaving him torn between desire and guilt. My dear one, Proverbs 5:3-4 warns you of the allure of temptation, for it leads only to bitterness and regret. Return your heart to your spouse, for true intimacy is found within the sacred bond of your marriage. In moments of weakness, turn to me in prayer, and I will give you strength to resist what entices you. True fulfillment is found not in fleeting desire, but in the deep, trusting love you share with your partner. Rekindle that passion, honor your vows, and let your connection be a reflection of my love, pure and unbreakable. A couple in a long-distance relationship, feeling the ache of separation, turns to phone sex to bridge the gap. What begins as a way to feel closer soon becomes an overwhelming surge of lust, leaving them feeling empty, disconnected from the love they truly seek. My beloved, Ephesians 5:3-4 calls you to purity and holiness, avoiding anything that stirs lust and distracts from the deeper connection I desire for you. True intimacy is built on love, trust, and open communication. Instead of seeking temporary closeness, nurture your relationship through prayer and shared dreams. Allow me to be the center of your bond, and I will draw you both closer in purity and love. When you honor each other with respect and devotion, even distance will not weaken the strength of your love. Through this, I will bless your union, making it a reflection of my eternal love for you. A young couple, caught up in the heat of a new relationship, begins exchanging intimate and explicit messages, believing it's a way to show affection. But soon they feel an unsettling distance from one another and from me, realizing their connection has shifted from love to something more temporary. My beloved, 1 Corinthians 6:18-20 reminds you that your bodies are sacred, temples of my Spirit. Treat each other with the utmost respect, cherishing the sacred bond you share. Instead of seeking temporary satisfaction, cultivate a deeper emotional and spiritual connection, one that honors me. Let your words and actions reflect the love and devotion I have called you to. Seek to build your relationship on purity, trust, and meaningful communication, and I will guide you to a love that lasts, one that transcends fleeting desires and draws you both closer to me and to each other. My child, remember that you are not alone in facing these trials. I see your struggles, and I am here to guide you with compassion and mercy. If this message has touched your heart, please watch the previous parts and know that I am always with you. Together, we will overcome, finding freedom and renewal in my love. Take my hand and let's walk this path of healing and grace.